Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Pepin NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. So, first, I should say my apologies for being late. I was running into problems with connecting to the PlayStation Network. So, long story short, I had to disconnect my PlayStation because I moved it somewhere else. And then it logged me out, and I don't know. Anyways, I was having difficulties getting logged back in, so it looks like it's sorted now. And I'm just pulling up the other things. I just wanted to get launched live as soon as possible, and I didn't get to do some other stuff here. Okay, so first thing, just a brief recap. So last stream, we were working on things for the off season. We made a bunch of moves. So we traded Hamilton and Morrissey because what we were going to get out of them for their salary just wasn't good enough. So it wasn't worth keeping them. And then we traded Courtnall, Hague, and Hughes. Hague being a long-term, well, actually, to be honest, most of them were long-term. Or, well, most of those three, at least, were long-term. So, yeah, just they all wanted extensions that were too expensive, and so we weren't going to sign those, and we traded them. So that's kind of where we're at. And on that subject, I don't know what time it was done, but today Matthews was signed for an extension at some stupid cap hit, and as a result, it appears this new GM, no improvement on their ability to manage their cap. It's just, so Matthews is one of the probably three players or so that I would say you could spend high dollar figures on, but it's just like at that price, like how are you going to ever have a deep team that's going to go deep in the playoffs? It just makes no sense. So I think it was a bonehead signing. Again, he's one of the few guys that I would give a lot to, but it's just too much. I think I forget what it was, like 13 or something million. Give me 1 second. Just going to pull that up for interest's sake. And accuracy's sake, I guess. Where is it here? Yeah, 13.25. It's like, no. For me, if like the absolute maximum I would pay Matthews, and it's not because he's not good. He's, like I said, like one of the top three players in the league or something. The max I would pay him is like maybe 11 million. But for me, that's even pushing it. I would rather spend 7 million on a player that produces, well, in some seasons, maybe 10 goals difference. In other seasons, maybe 20 goals difference. Not that these guys that I would prefer to get produce so low. It's just that Matthews isn't always a 50 goal scorer. So anyways, I think it's really, really poor cap management, and they're going to pay. We'll see if I'm proven wrong, but it just makes no sense. So now the one problem, like I said, because of the delays getting started, I told myself I would do a review of where I was at before the stream so that I wouldn't have to look at things. And I didn't have time, so I don't know for sure of where I'm at. So I'm just gonna have a quick scan. My apologies and bear with me here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't we have a list of guys we were monitoring? I guess not. So we have 8 of our top 9, which is the main focus. I think it was, what's his name from Winnipeg? Perfetti. I think that's who we were going to go for. We got 42 million in cap space because of the guys that we got rid of. I think our defense is sorted and we have an offer out for, well, we offered the extension to Nyquist. 1, 2. Valcor might not play actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we pick up the other guy, that's 6. Slavin we need to trade. Goalies are... Oh, I'm glad that I reviewed, because this guy we're not actually keeping. He's just an asset to trade. So we might... we didn't get rid of that Calgary pick, so that's actually okay. Oh, that's one thing I was going to comment on. So I reviewed the trade that I did for Hughes, and so this is just a reminder to people that play franchise mode, which I'm assuming anybody who's watching probably does. But so whenever you're trading a guy that's like massive value, so like a Judry, however it's pronounced, always offer, or sorry, not offer, ask for more than what the trade value bars tell you. So for example, if we were going to try to trade him for Zegras, so we win this trade, or so we give up more in this trade, so we're losing in the trade, which is normal. But in fact, we can actually win this trade in some cases. So we might be able to offer that much less and still have the trade go through. Now, of course, I'm not going to actually try to make it go through, but just always keep in mind. And then, so going back to the trade I did for Hughes, I tested afterwards, and I could have gotten 2 more second-round picks in the trade. So I know I made that mistake before when I traded maybe Bedard, or it might have been that Chubarov guy. But anyways, yeah, I think it was Bedard. So whenever you're doing those big trades, don't forget to always ask for more than you're giving, because sometimes or oftentimes they'll accept. And I have to keep reminding myself, and hopefully I won't forget to do that next time. But yeah, so many things to manage, it's hard to remember sometimes. Okay, so we have 8 forwards. Those other guys are not usable at the NHL level, so those guys are all AHLers. Did I want to keep him? No, I did a qualifying, I think, with him. Or I thought I did. I thought I did. Anyways, so we're going to have to trade him, I think. But maybe I'll keep him until after the start of the season in case I, for whatever reason, did sign him. But I would have only meant to have qualified him. And who was it here? So Bernier we're probably going to send back to junior. Then where are we at here? So we offered on Jersey. So he's going to round out our top 6D. Nyquist is ours, and we offered, obviously. Oh, and the other thing, okay, yeah, so we were going to sign more guys than we really need with the intention of trading some guys for assets at some point. We need to bid on Perfetti, I believe. Saikov, no, because he's RFA, I believe. Sider, we definitely don't want it 12 million, even though we have space and can afford him. Sergeyev, no. Backer, so those guys are both RFAs. Sandine, no. 11.4 million, that's so stupid. Perfetti. So Nyquist, I think it was like 6 million plus 8 million is 14, leaves us 28 million. Leaves us 28 million that we can spend on whatever. And we have like a full roster. It's crazy. Everybody's on their entry level contracts though, so that's the thing. The other problem right now is we don't know the line fits in. That's tough. $53 points. It's not much. 52. 57. What's his line fit? And see, the other problem is if I sign too many guys, I need my young guys to play. Maybe I just sign these guys and put them on the fourth line. That's tough. Well, I'm just gonna keep looking through. Is there anybody that has fits this guy? I think he's RFA. We're not doing offer sheets. M2. $53 points. His defensive awareness is good. $56. Hmm. Man, there's so many RFA guys. See, and that's an example, just poor cap management, and you can't afford to sign your guys. We might sign a guy like $6 million for a seventh defenseman. Wouldn't that be crazy? This guy's not a bad idea. 86, 83. What's his? So we got, I mean, too many options is the truth. Wow, since he played with us, he really skyrocketed up, eh? Look at that. The year after us, 44 points, 20 goals. That's really good. Oh, it's because he's 38. Top 6. He would be really good as a depth guy. He'd be good for penalty kill. What's his points? 46. That's pretty good. God, I don't even know what to do. DeSantis? That rings a bell. O'Reilly. 63 points. Oh, man, so I think I might turn out doing something like, because we've got all these really old guys, and just do some crazy veteran stacked fourth line. So like O'Reilly, Kadri, something like that. And just pay them whatever. The problem is, because they could dip below 80 overall, and that's kind of our minimum. For on the fourth line. There's tons of players. It seems like there's more than normal. It's got to be something like these teams not managing their caps well. So since I have so many options, I can be kind of as picky as so many options and Tons of cap space. I think I'm going to be really, really specific on usage. So probably really heavy focus on penalty kill. He played in the AHL. Why? I guess his performance hasn't been as good. Nugent Hopkins, what's your situation? Still producing. 36, not crazy old. Bottom 6. Okay, so that's one guy. Nugent Hopkins. And specifically, I'm going to target some of these like really, well, formerly big name guys. Is 85 good enough for defensive awareness? Maybe not. Oh, and his speed and endurance and balance are all bad. Never mind. Scrap that idea. Bo Horvat. 87's good. Face-offs of 92 is extremely good. Endurance is fine. Speed's starting to get low. I like him as an option. And he's 34, so not that old actually. So if he goes down, it's not going to be by any crazy amount, I would predict. Tarasenko. See, it's funny, once everybody gets old, it just, it seems like there's all these fantastic things available. Not really, though. Endurance isn't that great. Speed's kind of low. 84, what was Horvat? Jeez. 81. So maybe even not Horvat. Well, Tarasenko. So then maybe these guys we can get as like 7th and 8th forwards or something. Monahan, what's your story? No. Kreider all the way down there, eh? 86. Speed 79. Man, they really, really tank. God, I can't. It's difficult to take O'Reilly if he's got a speed of 79. Well, I mean, on the penalty kill, you don't really need speed. '84. So Tarasenko, actually, I'll take off. So what I'm looking at right now is shot blocking. 84 is fine. Face-offs of 92 is good. 84, what was... Only 79, eh? Oh, we can organize by shot blocking. Stick checking, face-offs, defensive awareness is good. Endurance and speed is good. Bottom 6. Okay. So Erickson, Eck. Shot blocking, stick checking, defensive awareness. What's this? So we'll go for Bertuzzi, I think, as well. '86, '84, '89. So him maybe as our 13th forward, K-R-E-I-D-E-R. Let's try stick checking. Lindell. People are already bidding on him though. Same with Erickson Ek, that sucks. Oh yeah, he's one of those new guys. Patrick. Rest looks good. Do. Okay, so I think that's our target. Perfetti. I think is going to be our ninth forward. Is there anybody else that could or should do it? So we want him 3 years. 8.3 will offer times 1.2 is 996. That is way too much, but we've got the money to spend and we're gonna spend it. 996. That's so stupid. So we offered on him, we can erase his name. Maybe what we could do, so we won't, actually, you know what, we won't bother with Perfetti, and the reason is because any of these guys we're probably going to pick up since they're high-end players can also play in the top 9. So all the guys that are going to play on the 4th line should be able to fit all the way up to the 1st line. He's a good example. Well, bottom 6 it says he would fit with us, but Rust, line 1. But we're not offering him. The problem with Perfetti, for one, his production was low, and second, he doesn't really fit well on penalty kill for shot blocking. In particular, endurance isn't the best. He's got kind of a few improvements there, so I like him as an idea. Is Fiala good? Not really. Like, he's good at everything. What's his fit? Maybe he'll be the 9th. So Fiala maybe the 9th guy, and then Eriksson on the 4th, getting paid 9, almost 10 million. That's so crazy. Is Lundell worth it? 82, 93 stick checking. Endurance is only 76. He's got teams offering. Ah, man, his defensive awareness is good, though. His speed's fine, so endurance isn't so important. So, we'll also offer him 3 years. It's fine for me. So we can erase him. And we're going to offer him 6.1 times 1.2, 7.3. 2, so that's good. So that's 17 million. He's going to be, so 8, 18, 26, 32, so we still have about another 10 million, I believe. I forget what we offered Dursey. I think I actually offered him right what he was asking, which is I would have actually wanted to offer more. That's okay. So we did Eriksson, Eck, Lundell. Nah, I guess we won't do Fiala. And the reason is because, so like I was saying before, a guy that can go up and down the lineup, but primarily is for penalty kill, and he's not. So just not multi-purpose enough. I think Bertuzzi will be, though. 86, 85, 89. We don't need to offer him yet because nobody else has. Rust as well. So Rust is our first choice, then Bertuzzi. 88. He's not bad. 86, 83, 89. He's really good. I have him ahead of Bertuzzi, I think. What was his production like? 56, and then Bertuzzi wasn't that great. 46. So 10 points more, and he's a better fit, I think, in the end. So it's Eriksson, Ek, Lundell, Rust, Patrick, that's 4. We have 8, so that gives us our 12. And then, to be honest, I don't think I'll write anybody else down. Russ, Patrick. Oh yeah, Kadri. Face-offs. What was Bertuzzi? 85, 86. Okay, so I think that's a good enough list for now. We'll have to kind of balance the signings versus space versus interest in the players and all that stuff. So that's forwards we need to offer now. Jersey would be 6. Wow, his defensive skills are really good. But I'm not going to rush on any of these guys because they're not a priority, so our cap spending is better used on other guys. I think goaltending, we're not going to do anything here. 33. Yeah, it wasn't that good. Do we still sign him anyways? That's a consideration. Yeah, we might as well. Okay, so I believe that's everybody I'm going to offer now. Oh, I forgot. I actually have 7 million more in cap space. I'm going to save this. Because we still have Slavin to get rid of. We don't need Slavin. And we should do that before all this contract stuff. Now, not that we're going to actually go and jump on anything, but this way at least we have the space, and then it gives us the ability to make other decisions without being under any pressures. So it was a goalie guy, so preferably a team that wants this guy and Slavin. And then hopefully we can get a first round pick. Actually, we should go this direction. So Sorokin's still young enough. Oh, but they got Courtnall. We would make them too good, I think. Pittsburgh. Do they want our guys? They do. Okay, so maybe we can get there first. So like I said in the title of the stream, it is getting kind of complicated. I think it's in particular because rather than trading for good players that are at a certain cap hit, we're getting young guys, signing them, And so managing all the spending on free agents is actually pretty challenging, I'd say. Because we have to balance the overbidding to get them, plus how many we can get. Yeah, and things like that. Man, it's crazy in these trades losing so much. Jeez. Do we even have anything else to trade? Knows the answer. Okay, we're gonna need to go for something of a lower value. Montreal, that's doable. They don't want Slavin. It's too low for Edmonton. Buffalo. They don't want Slavin. Why is everyone's first round pick so high? We're like the only ones. Maybe we'll have to go for that Edmonton one. nothing else. Does Edmonton want these guys? They do. Okay, well, or do we save that party guy? No, we still need to get rid of Slavin. So maybe Slavin and something else? Oh, well, that was easier than I expected. Okay. Okay, now how much space do we have? 48, and I think we had 42. As long as this thing's correct, and I don't actually trust it, so 48 minus 8 is 40 minus 10, 30 minus 8, 22. Minus 6 is 16 or so. So we should still have plenty of space. And we weren't going to offer on any of the other guys anyways, so... so Rust we're waiting. Patrick waiting. Bertuzzi waiting. Then defense. So Soderstrom might be a target. And then the rest of these guys may be targets too, but we'll wait and see how things unfold, I think. We're not doing anything with goalies. We... So Robida we're probably trading later. I think everybody's under contract. Nyquist we need to sign. Provorov we offered. And Pepin, did we offer a contract? $4 million? I think we're going to keep him and play out the season and then trade him because we're not spending $4 million on him. Man, he's not asking for much. It's tempting to just offer it now. I might as well. He's 32. Bring him to 35. 2 years he keeps a reasonable cap hit though. What's he getting paid now? $1 million. So let's offer him $1 million, 2 years. He's offered. Then none of these guys need to be offered. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm going to save a duplicate. Okay, so oops. Okay, yeah, so we did offer the 2 guys. That's done. Now the one thing I'm thinking though is, do I need to trade this goalie to clear a roster spot? No, it doesn't look like it. Because those other 3 guys are good. Oh, on that note, actually, I should check. Are there any younger guys that are developing? One sec. So 23 is their age. So 23 or younger that are going to develop better. Because I usually look at this later and maybe I've missed out on guys. 23. '21. Who is this? And why is he not signed by anybody? Man, he's a guaranteed pickup. Why on earth? So that means we need to trade one goalie. '22. So that other guy was an obvious decision for me because of the poise level. 74 at 21 years old. All the rest of his stuff looks really good. So for me, that's a no-brainer. '22. No. So let's just go 22. Let's see, maybe by age. Is there anybody in the 70s who's under 21? Or exactly 21? They were 23. Man, there's a few of these guys that are really good. I'd rather all three of these guys over the guys we currently have. Okay, so 75, 72. Okay. I'm going to add something else to my procedure here, and that's about the goalies. So young goalies. Okay. So I'm not done before I sim forward, I need to trade those goalies. I don't think anybody's going to want them, to be honest, but... Or any of them, I mean. Okay. So then we'll find a team with few goalies to no goalies. 2. Wait, so we have whose picks right now? Because maybe if I overload the goalies on a team where we have the pick, then they're not going to get a good goalie, which means they're going to be a bad team. So it's Philly and Edmonton. Does Edmonton have a goalie? Whoa, 3 goalies already. Philly only has the 1. I don't think we'll be able to pull this off. Yeah, because too many goalies. But we can get close. So 2 for a 4th, maybe. Huh. For a future 3rd, and let's see if we can do a 5th. Really? Okay, I guess we'll have to go elsewhere. I don't think picked up their, no, it was Edmonton. Wow. Okay. Um, so it looks like we're gonna have to actually pay to get rid of these roster spots, which is annoying. What we could do is this instead. Yeah. So we actually improved our fourth pick. So it's not really a loss. It's technically still a win. Okay. What's the... Hmm. Great. So we got a good scout. So we got our goalie coach and our second goalie coach. So we filled all of our staff spots, it looks like. Okay, and then one sec here. So all of those are filled. That's done. Now again, I don't know if I actually need to do this, but the whole thing I'm doing here is I do max allocate to scout salaries and coaching salaries just to make sure we can hire people. I don't know if you keep it down to the minimum if it prevents you from hiring. I'm not sure. So I just put it to the max when I need to hire and then put it back to the minimum after the hiring's done. So that's done. One thing I should have checked is because maybe there's a young free agent goalie that's willing to sign for something low. I don't think there is, but I should have checked. Okay. Wow, 7 teams offering for Eriksson Ek, 10 teams for Jersey. I have a feeling we're not going to get Jersey in the end. I think I messed up on that, but too late now. So we need to see about... Rust is still available, Bertuzzi still available, and Patrick still available. Somebody's going for Soderstrom. We still need to wait anyways. And we do have that young defenseman that we were going to send to junior that we could keep up, so it's not the end of the world if we don't get Jersey and then for whatever reason miss out on the rest. Okay, so we can go forward. Oh, wait. I forgot to check. Two-way. So nobody new there. And there's never any new goalies. Sweet. Awesome, we got one of the goalies, 2 of the goalies, 3 of the goalies. So those guys actually might turn into really good goalie prospect, or well, good NHL goalies even, potentially. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. Okay, then... no new guys there. There's never any new goalies. One, two. Rust is still good. Bertuzzi's still good. Patrick's still good. Forget if I saved. I'll save again just in case. Oh yeah, we overpaid. So I was like, oh, that's great, but yeah, he should have accepted. No way. So we might have gotten him for a reasonable cap hit, which would be pretty dope. No way. Wow, we got all 3. We got an extension on Provorov, which was a good deal we offered. Okay, we got to figure out what to do with this guy we just traded for. He didn't like our offer. Wow, so that's really kind of crazy in the end. And we're not even at the cap floor. And we've got like an unreal team. This is nuts. Oh, Jersey's trade value is not that crazy high. Man, we got lucky with that. we really overpaid in the end on Eriksson, Ek, and Lindell, but that's okay. Well, I mean, we had this space. We still have space, which is so nuts. Oh my God, what a team! So where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna go to junior. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, we're so deep. Okay, so we got 10 forwards. We still need probably 3 more. So Russ, Patrick, and Bertuzzi, probably all of them. We have the money to do it. Defense, we have 1. He's going to go to junior. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need a depth D. Hopefully Russ, Patrick, and Bertuzzi. Oh, and we got to sign that guy. 24 million. So 24 minus 8. So that's 16 million for Russ, Patrick, Bertuzzi, and a 7th defenseman. That's going to be tough. And the problem here is I don't know how much I offered to that young guy that we just picked up, the defenseman there. Oh yeah, it was like 6 something million. We tried to go for 8 years, I think is what it was. If we do the term right and then just get the dollar figure where he wants it, then I mean I'm okay with 6 years. It's not ideal, but how much of a difference is it? Let's try 7. Or do we just go 6 to get it done? And it decreases the cap hit. See, I'm worried about an offer sheet, so I need to get it done. 6.975. 6.97 times. That's times 0.9. 62775. 2775. So we'll round up. 6.975 times 9. Alright, so let's hope that goes through. That's done. Those guys are all locked up. That party guy, eventually we're going to need to trade, but there's no urgency there. Clark. Everybody's locked up there. Still can't believe we managed to sign all those players. So we got super lucky with the Jersey offer because it was too low. But I guess it's because we're a Stanley Cup team every year, like not necessarily winning, but pretty darn close. And we offered more than he was asking for, so it's probably a combination of the two. Sorry, I'm just looking at the list I have, make sure not forgetting anything. Okay, so next, no new guys. Then now Patrick's been offered. Russ, no, and Bertuzzi, no. So we'll have to put in an offer on Patrick because he's a priority. He's 30. Give him the years he wants because it's one shy of where we would want to target it, but that's close enough. I don't want to really mess around too much. And he's not asking for less when we go up in years, so 5.475 times 1.2. So that's 6.57. 6.575. 6.575. Now, so we missed out on that one guy that we're thinking about, but it's not the end of the world. We've got so many options for, and it's just our seventh defenseman. It's not the most critical thing. So we're okay there. Okay, so that's that. We want two-way. No new guys. Goalies. No. Any of our targets? So somebody's gone for Bertuzzi, not Rust yet. We're in a tough spot though, because we need to figure out about those two offers. It's not the end of the world if we miss out on Bertuzzi, so I'm going to go forward one day, which I think we'll have the answer back. At least on Nyquist, and then that's going to give us a lot of certainty, which is important right now. Okay, so we got Patrick, and it doesn't tell us about the other guy. So Bertuzzi's the last on our list anyways. So if we miss out still, that's okay. Because he would be our 13th forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What? Man, this guy is fussy. That's unreal. So that means I guess we can't do less than what he's asking for. I mean, because what he's asking for is not that crazy, but usually you can do 90% and it goes through 95%. 6.9 times 0.95. 655 we'll try. Nobody's offer sheeted yet, so we're still okay. Wait, 6555, so that means 6575, 6.9 times 0.95. 6575. Okay, so I can take Patrick off the list. I'm gonna ignore Bertuzzi at the moment, and the reason is because he's gonna get signed before we get an answer from this guy, and I don't want to get Bertuzzi and not get Russ. Russ is the priority here, so. No new guys there, no new guys there. Rust has been offered, so we need to offer on him. Bertuzzi's been taken, so he's a no chance. 6.425. Two years. Wait, so that means 6.625 times 1.2795. Man, that's too much. Let's change that. Let's do 1.1. 662511 is 72875. So 7.3. So I only really want him for 1 year, but sign him 2 years so you can trade him after the 1 year that you want him for. That's the whole plan there, 7.3. We have 19 million. So we should have plenty for even that other guy that we just offered. Even with extensions and things like that, we should still be perfect. One, two, three. So if you haven't gathered, I always sim forward 3 days because usually the responses come in 3 days at the earliest. So this way you don't miss out on anybody. Oh, here's a new one. We really need this defenseman signed up so we can bid on some of these other guys. We might get screwed and miss out on a good 7th defenseman, but it's important we get that guy locked up. Maybe I'm gambling, I guess, a bit by not giving him what he wants at this point, but whatever. Sweet. So we have 12 million. All the defense are asking for like 4 million. And we're only really going to spend, I mean, maybe we could afford 4 million, but it's going to be, that would be tight. Again, we need that defenseman decided before we start figuring out the rest. God, we're so deep. It's unreal. We just got Rust too. Oh, and I forgot about our 13th forward. So we're going to have to figure out about that too. But again, we can't really do anything until this guy's answered. Because we need to know our cap space. Sweet. Okay, so 95% of what he was asking for was good enough, which thankfully that's done. Okay, so our biggest concern is now resolved. We just lost out on O'Reilly, I just see there, which sucks, but we have Rust as 12th forward. Oh god, this is unreal. And we're still under the cap. It's just so nuts. Man. Okay, so let's see what the situation is again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got our top 12. I still can't believe like Rust is going to be on our 4th line. Unreal. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have our top 6 and our top 12 forwards. Well, top 6D, top 12 forwards. So everything else is gravy, and we've got 7 million, I think it said, to spend. I forget if I just did this, but we'll save anyways. Okay, so now Genix or Yannick is interested in two-way, which is great for us. We're gonna offer that. He's played with us before and he did well. What's this guy's story? Yeah. 6'8". Holy jeez, that's big. Anyways, that's not the deciding factor. If you're 80 or above, and you're willing to do a two-way, we always offer. Okay, so 7 million. Do we have... I don't think any of the guys that we signed are defense, so the absolute priority is, I think, our 7th defenseman. Four, five, six. Yeah. Okay, so now so I was just thinking, so because the plan was to get a 13th forward, but maybe we just don't. And it's because, so last season what we did, we had 2 defense up with the, but the problem is if those 81s come up, they're probably going to get claimed when they get sent down. Maybe I do get a forward. Well, no matter what, we need a D. Protein kind of looks good. Not very good, not very good. No good. 22. How much was Brodeen again? 28. Is it Vakanainen? Fowler's not bad too, eh? Wow, yeah, he would be really good. Maybe we wait and get Fowler. Brodeen's asking for less already. But Fowler's older, and he's probably going to go down for his overall. Yeah, this one's tough. Let's keep looking for a couple. We had White Cloud for a bit. Are those NHL numbers? No way. 26. That's pretty darn good. He's 31. Do we wait? It's our 7th defenseman, so... And I'd rather have a bit of cap flexibility. So maybe let's wait. Because Cholowski, did he play with us before? Felt like he did. Poise is a bit low though. Because he's the only other guy that we would go for if we're not going to go for 7 million. Yeah, but get Brodin as a 7th defenseman, that seems like overkill. I mean, in real life, he would be very unhappy, but maybe a good deciding factor is our lowest overall for our defenseman. I think it was 82 of the guys we're going to play, so maybe that's the maximum overall we should do for our 7th. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so then we won't do as much as it really is just arbitrary. I won't do Brodin just because yeah, it doesn't seem right to have it, whatever it was, yeah, I was just looking to see if any of those guys were D. Yeah, an 83 overall as our 7th defenseman just seems kind of crazy. Fowler, if he goes down to an 80, I don't think he's going to go lower than that once he goes down. We don't really have any other options than him, just from performance and all that kind of stuff. 22 is not bad, but he already has offers, and he's gonna make 5 million. 28, and I like the fact that his endurance and speed are very good. I don't care so much about, shot blocking and all that kind of stuff. Although I probably should, but again, it's all production that I prioritize. Cholowski. So yeah, we will wait. So I'm gonna write down Fowler, Cholowski. I don't think there was anybody else. Oh wait, not even looking at him. $21, $12, $17, $22, $28. Something in the 20s is kind of, I think, a good target. 26 is good. What happened to Lindell? I guess his production was never that high. He was supposed to be really good in real life, but those NHL numbers? Really? 29 points. What's your story? Lacks loyalty. That's really high too. Yeah, so we've got some really good options still available. Siegenthaler, but I think he's defensive, yeah. Oh, I was gonna say those pretty high for if it was NHL. He was good with us, but I think he's gonna go down. We could always go back to him. Yeah, so we'll leave those two guys as our list. He had 20 points in 69 games. And I don't think all that was with us. He only had 1 point with us. Did he play in the playoffs with us? Yeah. Okay, and I think I already did this, but oh, I didn't do all of it. Glad I checked. I thought I did it already. Sweet. I forget if I did 2 or 3. Let's do one more. Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to go for a 13th forward. I think I'm just going to go with whatever I can sign on those 2 ways, because our top 12 is, well, more than good enough. It's too good, to be honest. Okay, so Fowler, Cholowski are still available. That's good. Any 2 ways? Yes. Any goalies? Never. One thing I just thought about that I should add to my list, and I maybe messed up on not doing. Give me a sec here. Is I forgot to check and sign young guys that are lower than 80 overall that have good potential. I should have done that straight from July 1. So like this is an example, but I think that's probably an RFA guy, and then we'd have to offer sheet. But so like this one and this one, I maybe should have targeted before. So that's my bad. And so when I was saying hold on a sec is I need to add that to my list. So this is the thing, is I keep developing new things, new additions to the procedure, and because I keep thinking of things that if I haven't done them, so it's either I haven't done them previously or I have and I've forgotten. So you got to add it to the procedure so you don't forget. So yeah, so maybe on July 1 I missed out on like some 71 overall young prospect that was never signed and has good potential. So I won't go for anything below elite because it doesn't seem like they're going to develop or have high trade value or anything like that. So I'll ignore the rest. That's too bad. Maybe I should have checked that. I guess one thing, I could go back after the stream to see if I did in fact miss anything, because then that would tell me if it was something critical. But anyways, yeah, I think I did do that. But I don't know if I checked the D guys. Fowler, Cholowski are all still there. And it's a good thing I make all those duplicates, which means I can go back and check/test things. Okay, we'll go somewhere else then. 2, 3. Dope. We'll save that. So depending on how much these guys, the defensemen that we're looking at, or how much they're going to ask for, we could go with 7th and 8th. Might be overkill, kind of undecided. We'll see how everything kind of shakes out. And like I said, I don't think it's worth it to go for other forwards, because we already have 12, so to do like O'Reilly as our 13th forward, it just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so let's do two-way first. Okay, then our defense, Fowler's still good, Cholowski's still good. Fine, go somewhere else. 2, 3. See, I get the fact that they're going to go to a team where they have a better chance of playing, but still, it's like, would you rather win? Maybe have the chance of playing on a Stanley Cup team, or go to some garbage team and get more ice time? I guess it's pick your poison in the end. Nobody knew. We want D. Fowler's been offered. Cholowski's been offered. Okay, so now what do we do? Now the thing is, there's only one offer, so in theory we could offer both, but then we'd be at the cap. So, I mean, because maybe we could offer less than they're asking for and get them because of our team's status. Or we go for one and just guarantee we get them. In which case it makes more sense to go for Cholowski. I think. The reason I'm saying that is he's 31. He's not going to go down in his overall. And he's less expensive, which gives us flexibility for our cap. He wants 3 years. Well, I kind of like this as an idea. So 3.075. Wait, he's 31. Let's bring him to 35. That doesn't change his asking price too much, so that's good. 315 is the new thing, times 1.2. 315 times 1.2, 378. So 3.8 we'll go with. 315, 1.2, 378. Okay. Man, I've got a brutal short-term memory. I can't remember what I've done in like 2-minute stretch. Okay, so if we get him, that'll be perfect. Is there anybody else actually? Because we offered 3.3, leaves us 2 something. So 7.17 minus 3.3. So it leaves us, did I do my math? Oh yeah, I made a stupid math. Okay, so 3.87 is how much cap space we would have. So now what I'm thinking is if we have our 8th defenseman, so So if we had our eighth defenseman sitting up with us, the problem is, so like for example, if our 13th forward we need to keep as an 80 something overall, if we have to send him down, then we're going to lose him. I don't want to have that roster spot taken up because we only have 2 depth player roster spots since we use 3 goalies. So it's unfortunate, but I don't think I could do it. I wish there was more roster spots that you could have up with the NHL team, but no dice, no dice. Cool, cool. It's funny, look, like when he signs, it says that he's assigned to the AHL. It's probably because of roster spots, overall ratings, and whatever the game thinks I'm going to do, but it's wrong actually with what I'm going to do. Actually, let's see before I do the rest of the stuff. So I think I'm supposed to be done the stream. Yeah, so I'm over. Do, do, do. Confer, that would be nice. Citizens we had. I just want to have a quick look. I'll come back to that because there's something I just like. It just came to me. I just clued in on it. However you want to word it. It's kind of funny, so just give me a sec here. I still can't believe this guy wants $4 million. You're totally not worth it. Hey, it tells me extension dollars remaining. I wonder if it only tells you when you get close to it, because I don't think I saw that before. No, it's because you can't see it from the offering to free agents. That's what it is. So in theory, you would want to sign your free agents first and then do the extensions, but typically the priority is going to be the extensions because those are going to be the players that are more important. So anyways, does it tell us anything about him? No. So part of the reason I extended Thompson is because we know we're going to be getting rid of Pessinen, so I'd rather get him locked up because he's been good enough for us. Okay, so the funny thing that just came to me. So how long did we sign this guy for? 3 years. Okay. Our highest paid player is one of our least important players. Is very well might play on our fourth line. It's so funny. Jersey, one of our least important players. How long did we sign him for? 5 years, I guess? Yeah. Well, we're probably not keeping him that long. So all of our, like, 3 of our top 4, 4 of our top 5, and 5 of our top 7 are all guys that are going to basically not be important at all and are going to play on like fourth line, or we're going to trade or whatever. That's so funny. And on that note, actually, just out of interest before I end the stream, what's the trade value of these guys? Is there anybody worth anything decent? Eriksson X not bad. Jersey's not horrible. Patrick. See, this is what I mean, is this guy has really decent value, and I might have missed out on some good value assets. July 1. Man, super interesting. Wonder how we're going to work out this season. So the part of the reason why it was really important for me to pick up those guys at any cost. Well, for one, we had the space and we had to spend to at least the cap floor, but whatever to our available money. But because we got rid of core top 9 players that were good and experienced, we need to replace, just in the grand scheme of things, some experience. Because, well, what's a good way to demonstrate this? So for our forwards, let's put them in order by overall. So one guy, 21, 22, 19 coming into play for us. 23 is where we've got some experience, at least some. 23, that's why those guys, well, we locked them up long term. Now they have 6 years left. And at good cap hits, 6.2, 5.325, very, very good cap hits. So we gave them assistant captains because they were willing to sign long term, were good overall. They haven't played quite up to potential. This guy maybe more so than the other guy. It's like 64 points in 79 games. It's pretty good. We would have preferred something like 69 and 78. Because like the 41 and 80 is not very good. And then Von Fersen, he's kind of improved slightly. So this is what we were expecting we would get. 30 goals, preferably more points. 21 goals, 57 is not bad. But I thought he was going to turn out being better. Anyways, long story short, 23, like I said, 21, 18's going to play this year, 19, he's going to junior, the Bernier guy. So all the guys that are like our carryovers, however you want to put it, I think there's a term that I'm looking for, but I'm not thinking of it. Stayovers, something like that. They're all super young. 23 is the only one that's kind of aged, but even that's like, how many seasons have they played? 5? I mean, it's something, but 5's not much. And then it's the same story on defense. So Nyquist, he's played 4 seasons, 22. See, our defense is a little bit more experienced. So Provorov 32, that's good. Hronek 31, great. Jersey's a new guy. Lindstein 24. So some experience, but he's mostly AHL experience. So Grelot at 20 years old. Valcourt 19. Oh, he went up in his overall. Uh-oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We were thinking of sending him into junior. We might still do that, though. We should still do that, to be honest. As long as because I think even though he's played one season, I think you can still send him back to junior. So I think that's going to be the plan with him no matter what. And then Cholowski's going to be the 7th. But anyways, what I was getting to, so two of our 1, 2, 3, 2 of our 5 defensemen that are staying are old and experienced. So so we've got some experience, but man, is it not a lot. And so that's the risk, and so the whole mitigating that risk is bringing in these other guys. And although they're not going to play much, they can move up and down the lineup, I think, I hope. I don't really know their line fit until the start of the season, but it'll add some, hopefully, experience and stability in that regard. Where was the other guy? Yeah. So we'll. Wait. One other thing I want to check. Because I was looking at the other guys. Yeah, the only bad thing about this guy is the poise, but that's okay. 7th defenseman, that's fine. So, that's the whole story. So, pretty surprising we got to sign every guy we wanted to sign. All under the cap. And we have, so we don't have overkill, except for technically Cholowski, but that's kind of part of the design anyways, to have a 7th defenseman. That's good. But top 12, top 6D, it's the strongest we've ever had. And it's funny because I keep saying that every season. Every single season we keep getting better. And we even have more assets now. Even after me messing up with that Hughes trade. 3 firsts in the next 2 years. Then we've got the one down the line when everybody retires from Calgary. So we're we're a better team, and we have almost everything filled as we would have back in the start. So maybe I took longer to fill things than I could have. I'm still learning, but all things considered, yeah, I mean, it's a stellar team, and we're pretty much back to even when it comes to assets, and we're just getting started, really. So just wait till we keep going and pull off more trades and pick up more assets and sign people long term. It's all coming because we got young talent, and hopefully they sign at reasonable contracts, but that stuff we'll see. So yeah, we'll leave it there. If you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. Nothing scheduled at the moment. Gonna let the off season kind of play itself out. Once everything major has been done, then I'll probably schedule that stream, but could be a couple weeks, a month, we'll see. For things I can't schedule ahead of time, like franchise mode, that schedules in the About section of the channel. An update to that, so I had a temporary schedule, and I'm going to need to extend that. And so when I say temporary schedule, what I mean essentially is I can't maintain a same day of the week schedule at the moment because just things I'm balancing. So the days are in the About section of the channel for the next couple, maybe few weeks. For franchise mode, it's still the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if there's any changes, just make sure you check there to see. For one, if I need to cancel a stream, another if I change the schedule. So, like if I'm going to be late or I need to do it early or something, you'll see it always there. And then be a pros whenever I have time or feel like it, which I haven't had time. I felt like it, but just haven't had time. So hopefully that I can get some more of those soon. Any comments, leave them in the comments, suggestions likewise, and we will see you guys. I think I'm not going to be in franchise mode tomorrow. I think it's the next day after. But yeah, just have a look at the About section and it'll tell you there. Cool. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.